Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Oshina. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm excited to share this video with you guys. So I'm going to be doing the mid-year freakout tag. I'm just going to say mid-year book tag now. It used to be called the mid-year book freakout tag or freakout book tag or something like that. We're not freaking out. Everything's fine. So it's just a mid-year book tag with a couple of questions, and I'm excited to share a bit of a check-in here. I did just post all of the books that I read in 2025 so far video, so I'll link it down below. It shares all of the books that I've read, so you will see some of those books appear in this tag, but then it also talks about the rest of 2025, so I feel like it's still a good check-in to do even though I did that video already. So I'm going to share these books with you. I'm going to write the questions down below as well if you want to do this tag. I'm excited to chat books with you, so let's do it. Question 1 is the best book you've read so far in 2025, and it's a hard decision because I've actually read some really great books. If you watched my previous video, all the books that I've read so far, all of my 5 stars are in there. So I am going to end up choosing though Edenbrooke by Julianne Donaldson. I know this isn't for everyone. It's definitely lighthearted and silly and romantic, and I loved it. It's definitely right up my alley. This is the kind of Regency that I enjoy reading because it's just kind of low on the historical and high on the romance. So that's why I loved it, and I've already read this twice because I did really love it that much. I thought the writing was so easy to consume. It was just so easy and fun, and I fell in love with these characters and the storyline and the humor. So this is my favorite book that I've read so far in 2025. I'm excited. It's a historical romance book, but it's true. Like, I really love this book. And so next is the best sequel you've read so far, and that would be Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is, yeah, technically, I mean, I would consider this a sequel to the Hunger Games trilogy because it is an addition, so I'm gonna count it. And I absolutely love this book. It's 5 stars for me. I loved reading Haymitch's story, and I thought it was a great addition. I loved the writing style. It felt so nostalgic. It felt like the first Hunger Games book, and I loved it for that. So yeah, that is definitely the best sequel that I've read. Question 3 is new release that you still want to read, and for me, I'm gonna say First Love Second Draft by Becca Kinzer. This book has gotten very mixed reviews, and so I didn't request it to review when it was first kind of getting some buzz because I saw such mixed reviews, but I'm still curious about it just because I gave Dear Henry, Love Edith 5 stars, and then I gave Love in Tandem 4 stars. So is this gonna be 3 stars? I don't know, but like there's still a chance that I could like it just because I was so impressed with her debut. I'm looking for that feeling again, so I am still curious about it. If my library gets it in, I plan to read it, and we'll see what I think of it. I would love to read it. I think it's a second chance romance. I think the woman is a writer, and she has to like maybe get her ex-husband or something to be her editor. I don't even know, I'm making that up, but yeah, I've just heard, I don't know, mixed things about it, that like either the characters were annoying or the plot was boring or whatever it is. So the thing is, like, if those are the reviews, I probably will feel the same way just because I don't like books very easily anymore, but I still want to see for myself. So that's why I'm curious about this one. If you guys have read it and you know my taste, I'd be curious if you think that I could like it. So there we go. Question 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. And for now, it's If All Else Sails by Emma St. Clair. I will also say Descended by Melissa Coslin. Technically, this book comes out at the end of July, and I guess I could say that one. Yeah, it wasn't announced yet when I wrote these questions out, so I'll talk about both books. How about that? Okay, first of all, I said If All Else Sails first. So I'm going to be buddy reading this book this month with Amanda and Lindsay. So excited about that because we all 3 have arcs of some sort for it. It comes out in August, and it's Emma St. Clair's first traditionally published book. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that it has kind of a higher elevated writing style, and I just really hope that I like it. I think, is it a bit of like kind of enemies to lovers? I think it's brother's best friend, something like that. And it's set on the ocean in a boat, and I think it's gonna be fun. So I really hope that I like it. So definitely anticipating that. I'll be reading it soon. And then I'm so excited about this. So Melissa Coslin announced that she is releasing a book end of July. I think it's going to be self-published. Right now, you can only pre-order the Kindle copy, and actually you can't even pre-order it in Canada yet. So I'll let you guys know probably on Instagram when you can order it in Canada, but in the US you can pre-order it. I was so graciously sent an early copy by Melissa Coslin for this book, so I definitely hype her up on Instagram. I love her books. I've given all three of her actually, so she has 2 traditionally published books and 1 self-published, and so this will be her second self-published. I've given all of her books 5 stars. I love her writing style so much, and this book I'm just anticipating because it's another Melissa Coslin book and I want to read everything that she writes, and I'm just really excited that she has another release so soon, because her previous book called The Lost Library, which is here, this is her self-published book that came out last August. So with self-publishing, you know, sometimes either it can take a long time in between books or a short time. And so I'm excited that she was working on another book that she can release this year, because I thought it would be a while before I get another book by her, but it is not. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this new book. I have barely even read what it's about. I probably, you know what, I'm gonna get the description and I'm gonna read it to you guys now. Okay, here's the cover. Isn't it so nice? I love it. I love her covers. She is so my vibe. So this is like romantic suspense, but here we go. Ancient bloodlines, secret societies, an attempt in her life, and a familiar yet I can't say this word. Enigmatic stranger. Thousands of miles from home, Isa sees a man who looks intensely familiar. After she thwarts an attempt on her life, she escapes down the mountain with a familiar man, Xander. Oh, yo, it's fine. I'm a reader, but in my head, not out loud. Okay, let's try again. After she thwarts an attempt on her life, she escapes down the mountain with the familiar man, Xander, and he explains about 4 ancient bloodlines, each with its own unique set of skills. Cicero, Solomon, Sun Tzu, and Lilith. He belongs to a secret society devoted to observing and recording, but never interfering, until now. As Isa fights to survive, she grows close to Xander. She learns her abilities passed down through blood and struggles to uncover the truths of her past. She decides she has to put a stop to the killings of the bloodlines and protect Xander from any further harm, even if it kills her. But with the truth of the killer's motivations and identity, will it be too much? Okay, so to be honest, not interested in that. But and it also sounds kind of a little bit whatever you talking about here, but I promise you I fully trust Melissa Coslin. Like, even though this sounds like I'm excited about it, because her writing style, though, like, this probably doesn't even fully explain like what it's actually about. So once I start reading it, I'll put it in a reading blog this month, and hopefully you guys can see my review of it. Either way, I'm excited, guys. I promise you. Like, that doesn't excite me, but it's gonna be clearly a love story, and it'll be fine. Okay, so there you go. Okay, question 5 is biggest surprise read, and that will definitely be The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah, because I actually really enjoyed this book. I have a whole reading blog for it. I gave it 4 stars. This was a ride. It's such a well-told story, and I felt like I could really envision everything. Her writing style was so easy to consume, easy to understand, but very deep and very emotional. And there's definitely trigger warnings for this book, and that is why I lowered the star rating, just because there's content in it that made me like very uncomfortable, but not necessarily in a bad way, but just in a little bit of a bad way. So that's why I couldn't give it a full 5 stars, but it was a great reading experience, and I do see the hype. I understand why everyone loves this book, and I'm surprised that I liked it, because I thought I would find it so boring, but it wasn't boring, so that's exciting. Okay, question 6 is your new favorite author, and I would say Julianne Donaldson, but I've only technically read like a book and a half by her, because I read her novella too. But I might say Lynette Noni, because I read her Prison Healer trilogy and gave the books 4 or 5 stars, and then I read her young adult contemporary romance. That's more like a 3-star for me. I think I gave it 4, I don't even know, 3 or 4 stars. But I really appreciate her storytelling. I think she's good at telling a story. She just kind of gets lost in the details a little bit sometimes, but I definitely will be following her writing career, and I want to read the next kind of like fantasy book that she comes out with, because this fantasy trilogy was really good, and I really appreciate everyone who recommended it to me back in the day. Like I had real life people and online people saying that they think I would like this trilogy, and they were so right. So I appreciate that you guys know my taste, and I also think that this was really good, and so there we go. Okay, next question is worst book you've read so far this year. And I did update my rating for this on Goodreads, and some of you saw that, because anytime you like do any changes on Goodreads, it like posts on the feed. So you all would have seen when I changed the rating. Anyways, I ended up giving Heartless Hunter 1 star, and it is the worst book that I've read. I just think that the content in it should never be okay to be in a young adult book, and I think the way that it was written wasn't even a high quality story. So overall, very disappointed in it and surprised that it's so popular. Okay, next question is most beautiful book you've acquired, and I've actually gotten so many that it's hard to pick. I might pick Fearless because I love the pink so much. I really do. I love the pink. But I might also say The Voice We Find because I love pink and it's a pink cover. I also recently got this book used and it's a beautiful cover. So how about that? I also will say I like this cover. It's fun. It's really fun. So, you know, one with the kiss cam has a great cover. I love my books. Did you even understand what I just said there? I love my books. That's probably good, right? I'll leave it at that. Okay, next question is books still on your 2025 TBR, which actually I will just look in my journal and let you guys know. I don't think I made a TBR, but I made a new releases list. So I already talked about First Love, Second Draft, The Voice We Find. I need to read this book. So yeah, that's still on my TBR for sure. So I'll just go with this book. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm afraid that I'm not gonna like it as much as everyone else, but I also think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. So I'm like putting it off because of that. Okay, I want to just do some stats now. So let me get my phone. So I am filming this technically on July 2nd, but I answered some of these questions like back in June. So right now on July 2nd, how many books I've read so far is 61. And my reading challenge goal is 90 books. So I am doing great. It says I'm 17 books ahead of schedule, so that feels awesome. So I think I will hit over 100 again. Originally, I think I put it at 80 books or maybe 82. And I thought just because of, I didn't know what this year was going to hold. It's not held anything that I thought, you know? So I thought I would read less, but I've actually read the same amount as I normally do. So that's nice for me. It's fine. So I might next year just put it back up to 100 because I guess I can do it even when I'm busy. Cause I just love to read. That is my like decompressing, you know, stress relieving thing that I do. So I do that a lot when I'm stressed, and I've been stressed a lot this year. So, oh, okay. So the next question is how many 5 stars have I had? Which I actually, can I do that on here? And then I can sort it by star, right? Or no, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not gonna count rereads. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh, okay, 9. I've read 9 5-star books, which is not bad, but not great. Like I want more 5 stars, but I've rated more books 5 stars than that 5 stars this year because I wasn't counting rereads in that number. So brand new books that I didn't read before this year, 9 books. So there you go. Not too bad, you know, I'm okay with it. We're fine. Okay, just for fun, let's see how many subscribers I have. Actually, okay, well, I can't look on it on here, but it says 10.1 thousand subscribers just on my main page, which is absolutely crazy. I hit 10,000 this year. I hit 10,000 in June, and I did do a live show celebrating it. So if you missed it, it's still on my channel. You can look under the live tab and you can rewatch it if you would like to. And I had such a great time. It was really fun. I just can't believe it. It's been really fun, you guys. I love this community. I'm just so glad that you guys actually resonate with the things that I say, because I know what it's like to want to connect with someone online and to feel a connection to the people that you watch. So to know that I could be one of those people for you guys is like kind of mind-blowing, because it's so easy to see yourself as other, because like I watch YouTubers as well and I have people that I'm a fan of, and to think that like I might be similar to them is crazy. It's really cool. So yeah, that is the tag. That is everything that I'm gonna share. I'm also gonna film my June wrap up right now, so I'm gonna look the exact same. I think I'm just gonna do it because I need to pre-film, because I'm gonna be away next week on vacation with my mom, but I will be filming with her. So I'll be making content while I'm away, but I won't be able to upload while I'm away. So I'm gonna film my June wrap up now, and I'm excited to do that. But that is everything, you guys. I'm gonna list everything down below that I talked about. And again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.